Welcome aboard, viewers, to episode 4 of the Troll Windshear series, backed by popular demand. Many of you have indicated in the comment sections of my latest videos that you're not satisfied with seeing an ample amount of the Troll Windshear series. That's what you want, therefore that's what you will get. And I thought it would be enough just to show bits and clips, because just about every game I play turns into a Troll Windshear episode. And I figured splicing in various bits and pieces of footage into every one of my gameplays, just because, again, I see it on a day-to-day basis, would be sufficient, but it is not. You've indicated you want to see the full thing again. So I basically broke down two games, and one here on North Canals, and the other on Grand Bazaar. Team Deathmatch, of course, where the action is going to be at its most intense pace. And I showed a few clips here of various situations. I'm not going to show me just strictly getting knifed, but I'm going to have plenty of that in here for you. And you know what? I'm fed up messing around with that sniper. I'm just going to throw a grenade across the map and let that home on to him. Love moments like that in this game. Also break down just a couple quick moments in the gameplay where I kind of use tactics and strategies. And you're looking at this loadout like, what the heck are you doing here, Mr. Windshear? Yes, you're seeing it. This is a Scar H. Figure I'd give you a little alternative splice. There's number one. Little alternative layer from the support class at C4 stuff. A lot of people light me up about the comments of using C4. So I'm going strictly engineer here. Scar H with a grip and a heavy barrel and an ACOG scope. And you think, what the heck? Why would you ever run that on North Canals? Well, because it works for me, and I like the ACOG scope. I'll show you some examples of how that helps me get those accurate kills. And look at these guys. I mean, coming down here, the dog's just constantly looking behind me, in front of me, behind me, in front of me. This all the time. You're going to see, particularly in the next footage on Grand Bazaar, the last clip of that, you'll just see basically how I can just stay in one place in the game, and I'll just let them flock to me like moss to a bright light in summertime. I mean, these players, a lot of times it's a lot. You ask, do I ever get frustrated running these tags? Yes, I do. It's something about them that everybody seems fit. Whenever I just join a random public lobby, it won't be long before there's 6 people in a queue because everybody's messaging their friends. And look at this fail here, buddy. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that's right. Whip out your knife and you fail. It's not uncommon to see about 6 people and you get the teabag. It's not uncommon to see about 6 people in a queue a lot of times trying to get in a public lobby just to play against me. I'm not the best player, guys. Don't think you're just gonna come in here and you'll stomp all over me if you got some good teamwork. A lot of times I'm playing by myself. So don't be surprised at how easy it is sometimes. I've seen some guys, no sooner they join the match, they're instantly knifing me. And they're like, man, that was easy. That's not as easy as I thought it'd be. You know, I get a lot of smart aleck comments about it, but for the most part, I try to put up a good fight. I don't give them away by any means. But yes, it is frustrating at times, particularly when I'm trying to play an objective-based game mode, and all I have to end up doing is deal with players like this. I'm always having to look over my shoulder, listen to my new headset that I got the new Turtle Beach PX51 headset. And you're trying to hear sound whore if I can, hear those footsteps. I'm getting pretty good about doing the jump, spin 180 in the air, and a headshot in the face to the guys pursuing me. But you're going to see a lot of that in this content here. But in particular with this loadout here, as you can see, I'm always bunny hopping because I always know there's somebody chasing me down like this. But you'll notice my fire mode on this gun. I've mentioned this before about this weapon and the G3 as well. The semi-automatic fire mode, it seems to me like lately, this loadout, my bullets are counting for every shot. I'm really getting bullets on target. I don't have the best accuracy, but in terms of comparing it to fully automatic, it just seems like semi-automatic, even at point-blank ranges, a lot of times is counting for more than, for some reason, the spread just goes to crap on this gun with fully automatic. Even burst firing, it just seems like I get 1 for 3 with my bullet hit detection, whereas semi-automatic, I'm really getting more shots on target. And obviously with the ACOG scope, I'm trying to limit my engagements to medium range, particularly. Close range is not ideal. Now right here, I see the mini-map. I know I'm 2% health. Check how I change my fire mode. Look how I bypass this guy. Just trying to get right by him. Here again, multiple guys, point-blank range. I go to full auto in this situation. Notice how I change the fire mode. And I wasn't able to get that final guy for the triple kill. But nonetheless, that's a good tactic to employ there to change your fire mode when you know it's just going to be a full-on meat grinder at point-blank range. Right here again, look at this ACOG scope. This is something I like to preach, and it allows you to get these kind of pinpoint type accuracy at these range engagements. That guy obviously had no chance in hell of getting me, and he should have pulled back behind cover as opposed to just sitting out there. But this spot in particular on this map, for some reason in this game, you're going to see a lot of action later on in the footage here. What am I out of bullets? Let me see what else. What other tricks do I have up my sleeve? I've been pulling this out a lot on TDM lately. I mean, obviously there's not much reason for a small. I really like that Expo with the scope on it because it allows me to kind of turn into a sniper in a lot of ways. So lately I've been getting a lot of accurate one-shot kills with that gun if you get him in the head. I usually use a balanced bolt, which does less damage, but it has no drop whatsoever. So basically it's a sniper rifle. Kind of makes yourself as an engineer class this that much more deadly. But you can see these guys hopping around here, and I'm not here just to talk about the footage so much too. It looks like with Battlefield 4, what we're hearing is going to be, like I mentioned this before, 3 factions. I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to play out. I guess China's going to be in here along with Russia. I thought that was kind of interesting because I was thinking, well, you know, if you read the news, I'm kind of a political junkie myself today. I'm kind of interested in what's going on with North Korea. It's kind of disconcerting to hear how much they hate the United States. I'm like, wow, thought North Korea might be a better candidate as opposed to China, but I guess that'd be too much like Homefront, huh? But looking forward to Battlefield 4 nonetheless. I know all you guys are as well. I guess the announcement's on the 27th, as you corrected me in my last video. But we'll see what it brings. Some rumors about naval warfare. We'll see. I don't know how that play out too well in this gameplay. But I'm up for anything. But what concerns me more than anything is that I've heard, I don't know if this is true, that Battlefield 4 will be playable on the PlayStation 3 as well as the PlayStation 4. Excuse me? You know, that was kind of a concern we had with Battlefield 3, was it not? That consoles were kind of dragging down the PC capability of it because they had to make it tailored to consoles as well, PC, and of course the weakest link was the Xbox. And anyway, so that's my concern. Like, would you ever imagine a PlayStation 2 game being played on the PlayStation 3? I mean, that's not how it works, so I'm kind of... We'll see if that's just a rumor or not. And speaking of rumors, here's a bombshell I'm going to go ahead and drop on you guys. A lot of people I work with, very diverse backgrounds and experiences. Well, this guy I was working with recently said that his brother-in-law used to teach, like, video game education. They actually do have those classes, believe it or not. He used to teach, he used to be a professor at a big school. And look at this fail, huh? Boy, just keep it going. Look at the desperation here. But he used to be a professor at a university, and he taught video games in terms of the history and the market and stuff like that, marketing. And then he moved on to work for Cisco. Now, those of you that don't know, Cisco is kind of a networking company. They're really big into phones, telecommunications, hardware. Well, what they also do is they produce hardware for gaming consoles, and that being the Xbox as well. And what I've heard directly from the horse's mouth, this is a guy that's behind the lines, so to say. I don't know his name, I'm not going to say it or anything, but he's told me that based on his experiences with Cisco and their Xbox franchise, that Microsoft is strongly pursuing exiting the gaming industry. Now, I know you guys in Xbox are just all upset to hear this. This isn't some trolly comment. This is what I've heard, that they're just not making any money in these hardware systems. So look at these kills, huh? Let's go. They're just not making any money. It's just a few bucks on the consoles themselves, and it's a few bucks on the software. So I've heard Microsoft is about ready to cut their losses, and this goes along with my lines of speculation about the PlayStation 4, how another knife. The PlayStation 4, how Halo 4 is coming, or excuse me, the Halo franchise Bungie is coming to PlayStation 4. I'm like, I've never heard that before. I would never imagine that. And there's that. That's what I'm talking about. That's the spin shot I've got down pretty good there, guys. So watch out. Headshot to your face. But I've heard, this is what I've heard, Xbox 720, guys. I mean, it might be a realistic possibility that it is not coming. So brace for that now. It may only be PlayStation 4, and as bad as Sony's doing lately, who knows if they're going to be around past that. So if you haven't been keeping up with the finances in the business sense, Sony's not doing very well either. So I may have been wrong in my predictions. Hell, PC may be the one that outlasts them all at the current rate of things. But again, don't hold me to that comment, but that's what I've heard. And this kind of goes along with my rumor speculations about the lack of information I've heard. I haven't heard anything. I can't find anything. It's all just, it's basically just all quiet on the Western Front with Microsoft, guys. I mean, should they not be coming out by now and saying, hey, we're going to be having Battlefield 4 on our next console or the next Call of Duty? But I haven't heard anything, so interesting. So here's the final clip here where I just finally kind of settled in here. The cat's out of the bag in terms of me being in the lobby, so it's full up, and guys are desperate here, and I'm like, you know what, I'm tired of hunting these guys. They can come to me, and I'll just put them down as they come, and you can see the lack, I mean, the desperation some of these guys have is just, it's almost, it really is humorous when you watch these guys. I mean, you just know that they're just trying to do whatever they can to close the distance between me and them. They're bunny hopping, they're strafing left and right, multiple guys coming at once, and whatever they can do to hold it down. I realize here, this is where I need to stay, because it's not long before I realize I've got 2 or 3 guys running at me at one given time, and this constant action. 93R, I still think it's the best sidearm in the game. I mentioned in my S-TAC review that that's the gun I'll be running. No, that's not going to be the gun I'm running. I've made up my mind fairly quickly about that I was well wrong on that. That gun's just, I mean, it's a good loadout having both those things, but having both the TAC light and the suppressor on, but I'll stick with the 93R all day long. Again, you can just see here, it's almost like food for the fodder here, or meat for the grinder. I got mortars dropping on me, but again, just capitalizing on the predictability. It's almost humorous in some respects, but pushing up here again, you can see these guys running around with their knives, put them down, but a lot of them succeed, as you can see there in the clips. Don't get me wrong, I get knifed all day long. Enjoy playing with all you guys. Look to see you on the battlefield. Hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe. Of course, I will continue the series and loadouts, tips, reviews, whatever we got coming. And hopefully we got good news to come. And this is Windshear. I'll have more content come. Thanks again.